Alright, so what Netflix series am I going to review for my countdown to Captain America Civil War? Alright, I am going to review Jessica Jones. Stop staring at me like that, Doctor. Or should I call you Kilgrave? Jessica Jones is the new Netflix series that I'm going to be talking about, starring Krysten Ritter as Jessica Jones. This is a comic book character that I never really heard of before. And when I heard that they were making a Netflix series about this character who's going to be part of the Defenders, I was thinking, okay, it'll be interesting to find out about a new character based on the Alias comics. No, not the show that Jennifer Gardner was starring in. This is an entirely different storyline. This is about a superhuman private investigator named Jessica Jones, played by Krysten Ritter for Breaking Bad, who got into a car accident when she was very young. Her parents were with her and they got killed by the car accident. She gets this chemical dumped all over her. Starting to notice a pattern here between her and Daredevil. They both got chemicals dumped all over them and gave them superpowers. Jessica Jones' superpowers are superhuman strength, agility. I believe she has the power to fly, but she has not shown this ability yet in the series. She only has shown the ability of superhuman strength and agility. So she's orphaned and she gets adopted by the Walker family. Trish Walker becomes her adopted sister, played by Rachel Taylor, and Rebecca De Mornay becomes her adopted mother. Awesome actress to choose to play her mother. That's great. Rebecca De Mornay, fantastic choice. Now, when Jessica Jones gets a little bit older, she meets this guy, played by the 10th Doctor here, David Tennant, Kilgrave, who in the comic books is called the Purple Man. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a Doctor Who fan. I got my own 10th Doctor sonic screwdriver. And it's very cool to hear about David Tennant playing Kilgrave, the Purple Man, as he's known in the comics. This guy's such a sadistic guy. This guy's superpower is mind control. Whatever he tells you to do, you have no choice but to do it. That's how powerful this guy is. He tells you to do something. He tells you to give him $100. You have to do it. You have no choice. You're hypnotized by his voice and by his hypnotic eyes too, I guess, in a way. In the comic book, he has purple skin. Now, does he have purple skin in the series? You're gonna have to watch the series to find out. But I really love how they use the color purple in this show. It's so scary how they use the color purple, and very, I don't know, very seductive in a way how they use the color purple in its own way. Now, eventually, Jessica Jones finds a way to get away from this guy. She starts her own private investigative firm, PI. She goes freelance, called Alias Investigations. The lawyer that works with her is played by Carrie-Anne from The Matrix, Jerry Hogarth, who in this series is a lesbian. And she's a very cool character. I really did like her character and the friendship that they have, as well as I did like the sibling relationship between Trish Walker and Jessica Jones, their adopted sibling relationship there. Now, because of being a victim of Kilgrave's mind control, Jessica Jones develops an alcohol addiction. She starts drinking a lot. So much that one of the episodes is called Whiskey. She likes to drink a lot of whiskey. She falls in love with this bartender named Luke Cage, played by Michael Coulter, who has his own superpower. He has unbreakable skin and superhuman strength. So basically, he is like Bruce Willis's character from Unbreakable. Michael Coulter is awesome as this character. The romantic chemistry between Jessica Jones and Michael Coulter is fantastic, and this is definitely not a series for kids. This is a series for adults. Just like Daredevil is definitely a series for adults, well, because of the violence. This series is violent, and dark with it's violent, but it also has a lot of sex between Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, which I'll get into when I talk about the negatives and the positives of this show. She has a best friend named Malcolm, played by Eckhart Darville, and he's great. I really like his character. He is a bit of a drug addict. Now, the plot gets a little bit deeper into the show when Jessica Jones gets this assignment to find this missing girl named Hope, who Jessica finds out has gotten involved with Kilgrave. So now she's got to deal with Kilgrave again and fight against him, find a way to fight against his mind control, and try to prove that this guy is a threat. Everybody around him try to prove this guy exists. And there's all this animosity against people with superpowers because of what's happened with the Avengers and superhuman beings in general. So there are people out there that don't like people with superpowers, and there are people out there that do like people with superpowers. People who think that people with superpowers should have limits in order to protect those of us who don't have superpowers, versus those of us who think that the people with superpowers are there to protect us from other threats that are out there. And Jessica Jones is just basically just trying to live her life and doesn't wish to really be a hero, but she's thrown into being a hero against her will, pretty much, as a private investigator. Now, this is a really, really good show. Kristen Ritter is awesome as Jessica Jones. I love her sarcasm, and I really do like the fact that they gave her an addiction to alcohol. It really makes her character very relatable and very human, even though she has superhuman powers. I really like the chemistry she has with Michael Coulter, Cage. They are awesome together. Some of the side characters are pretty cool. Trish Walker's character, who in the comic book is named Hellcat, although she doesn't become a superhero, at least not in the first season. But their sibling relationship is very cool, and the friendship she has with Malcolm is very good. The friendship she has with Carrie-Anne Moss's character, Jerry Hogarth, is very good. I really did like their friendship as well. And David Tennant is an awesome villain. I mean, you guys want to talk about the fact that the Marvel villains are not memorable. You gotta be watching the Netflix series, because Vincent D'Onofrio's character from Daredevil is a very memorable villain, and this guy, David Tennant's character, Kilgrave, he is very memorable, very scary, very sadistic. The way he kills people in this show with his mind control powers is whoa! So let's talk about the negatives. So, there are some negatives. First of all, one of the main negatives of this show is there's way too much time devoted to the romance between Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, in my opinion at least. Way too much time devoted to the sex that they have. I don't mind seeing sex scenes in a Netflix series, but the fact that there's so much of it, and I was wondering, when are we going to get back to the plot? Because I wanted to see more about the plot, and I wanted to see more about Kilgrave, because this is an awesome character, and I really like the Purple Man character. I've seen this guy on the X-Men animated series before, one episode, and he was also on the Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes animated series as well. So finding out that this character is being brought to life by David Tennant, and I wanted to see more of the fight between Jessica Jones and Kilgrave, more how they're going to stop each other. I like the romance between Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. I wanted to learn about Luke Cage's character and all. I mean, he's an awesome character, but don't take away from the main plot. And that's another problem with this. There's too many subplots in this show. There's a subplot about Carrie-Anne Moss's character having problems with her gay partner. And I mean, that's great, you're fleshing out her character, but at the same time, you're putting way too much attention on her character and not enough attention on the main plot between Jessica Jones and Kilgrave. And then there's this subplot about a Kilgrave support group. These victims who have been mind controlled by Kilgrave have decided to create a support group to get through what has happened to them. And this was a very interesting part of the show, but some of the people in this support group were so annoying, particularly this redheaded woman who wouldn't shut up. I wanted Kilgrave to kill her, to kill this redheaded woman. I really wanted this redheaded woman to die because she was so annoying. Please, Kilgrave, kill her. She just didn't die. That's one spoiler I'm going to say. That's the only spoiler I'm going to say. That part was the only disappointment I had. It was just like, get rid of this character, please. But aside from these negatives, this is a really, really awesome show. I've heard some people complain about the final episode, which has the final fight between Kilgrave and Jessica Jones. And honestly, I don't really have a problem with that. A lot of people say it's anticlimactic. And really, the climax of the show is a couple episodes before that. It's like the two-part episode, kind of like. And you see this big fight that Jessica Jones gets into with somebody. I don't want to say who. But that is the main climax of the show, not the last episode, which I don't want to spoil. There's also this other villain in the show named Nuke, who is a pretty interesting villain. I'm going to put his picture up here. And I did like his character a little bit. So I definitely recommend this show if you're a fan of the comics and a fan of Jessica Jones. If you want to learn about a new character, this character is awesome. Definitely check her out. She was almost like a cross between Veronica Mars and Sarah Michelle Gellar's character, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Kind of cross between these two characters in their own way. That's really awesome. And David Tennant is fantastic. And Mike Holder is great as Luke Cage. Can't wait to see his show, the Luke Cage series. So I'm going to give this series an A-. Definitely check this series out.